What does coexistence mean? What does it mean to coexist? When we use the word coexistence, nowadays the only thing that comes to our mind is living in peace with Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Jews, Jains, Parsis, Buddhists, basically different parts of the human race. Because somewhere along our journey of being human, we have forgotten that we are not the only species on this planet. We're just one among millions and millions of species on this earth. In any ancient culture around the world, coexistence has always been defined as living in absolute peace and absolute harmony with every single entity on this planet, whether living or non-living. There is an ancient Sanskrit phrase in India which literally means the world is one family. It is one of the most well-known phrases in India, and it is pretty much at the heart of our culture, the heart of our traditions and spirituality. The phrase is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I'm very proud that we as Indians have lived with our forests and wildlife for the longest period of time. We revere our forests, we revere our wildlife, we pray to nature, but with growing human population and with growing human greed, we are losing this reverence. We are losing the meaning of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And in our greed, we have conveniently limited its meaning to just coexisting with humans, which also we are not doing very well. We now feel that the natural world, the animals, the wildlife and the elements of nature are just meant for our own consumption. Just coexisting with our fellow humans is not enough. We need to widen the circle. We need to coexist with all life, all species. Also the land, the water, the air, the vegetation, the forests, the rivers, the ocean. In nature, nothing exists alone. We are all threads within the web of life. Each thread maintains an essential balance without which the web will overall collapse. Each species has a role to play, and we all have to learn and acknowledge the importance of coexisting with them. We have to constantly remind ourselves that the pain and suffering that we as humans inflict on nature is pain and suffering that will eventually be inflicted on ourselves. Above all, we have to remember that by coexisting with nature, we're not actually saving the planet. We humans are too small an entity to save the planet. The planet needs no saving. The planet will continue revolving around the sun irrespective of our human activity. But by coexisting with nature, we are only saving ourselves from extinction. Let us coexist for our own survival. Let us all coexist for our common future.